What's up, guys? Um, I've done some major upgrades to all my tanks since November, and it would take way too much time for me to do one video on all the tanks, how many changes I've made. But we're gonna start with my 75 gallon. This used to be a 75 gallon I had, and my complaints about the tank. It was an older tank too. I bet that tank was over 15 years old, guys. And my complaint with it though was that the FX6 didn't fit underneath it because it was a shorter stand. So Black Friday rolled around. I had already bought some of these fish from ImperialTropicals.com. I hooked them up on the rainbows. I love rainbows. And I just turned that tank behind me off so it'd get rid of a little bit of that reflection. But Black Friday rolled around and I didn't plan on upgrading my tanks, but here's what happened, guys. So I seen they had the 75 gallon Marine Land tanks for half off, which is a phenomenal deal at $250 per tank. And I was like, I'm just gonna sell my old tanks and see what the price is gonna be. And I bought them from PetSmart because they had the treat trails, and I have a 25% off and a 20% off coupon. But the lady would only let me use one of the coupons, and she was tripping about the coupon. She was like, "Is this your coupon, sir? Is this on the same account?" Being all aggressive. And I'm just trying to spend some money with them, but she did let me use one of the treat trail coupons, and I got 25% off. I think it was like 60 something dollars. So I got two tanks, stand, tank, and light, for it was like 190 and 250. So it was roughly about $440 plus tax. um, which is a phenomenal deal. But let me tell you what I did, guys. So I bought the two tanks. I switched them out. And I sold the old 75 gallon tank I had for 150, and then I sold my 60 gallon Marine Land tank for $140. I shouldn't say I sold it. My fiance sold it. She's a beast, guys. These tanks were gone within a week. So that was $290 off. Guys, I paid roughly about $80 to upgrade these tanks to a brand new tank, a brand new stand. I used everything that was in the old tanks. One problem I did have, my FX6 hose, since the tank was shorter, the hose wasn't long enough. So I did have to spend $30 and order a new hose for the FX6, which was okay. It was a little frustrating, and it was like 4 inches short, so it would have looked ridiculous. So I got the new hose, and we got some new fish, and this tank looks amazing. Let me show you too, guys. Remember the FX6 was over there in the corner? Check out. Boom. Fits under there all nice and neat. Look. Can't even see it. And I took the FX4 out of the bedroom tank and put my Aqua Clear 110s on the 255. So now this tank has a FX6 and an FX4 on it. And you can tell by looking at this water how clear it is. The fish look like they are floating all the time. I love this tank too, guys. This is my favorite tank, and I'm definitely, come Black Friday next year, gonna upgrade some more tanks, because I just love this setup. It works so well. Very low nitrates. The only thing I'm gonna do different with this tank is I'm taking that gravel out. It's something else I've been doing with a lot of my tanks. I really like the fluval stratum. But let me show you. I mean, it looks really good from a distance, but when you get up to these plants, you can see like they're struggling. I got root tabs in there, but none of them are really thriving. Look at it, it's terrible. And I've been giving it easy green. So I'm gonna switch. Oh, you see the rummies back there? Yeah, they come out at a 55 gallon. But let's talk a little bit about what I got in this tank right now also. I got my oldest fish. This fish 4 years old. It's my one Lone Ranger Angel. Koi Angel. He's beautiful. Love him. Great personality. Docile. He don't mess with nobody. Even the rummies. I'm surprised he does. I thought he would eat the rummies, but I was fed up with those rummies being in my bedroom tank because they always hide. And they still hide in this tank, but every so often, you know, they'll come out because a rainbow will swim around there and they get scared, so they'll all come out, and it's cool. They school in a group. But so we got the one angel. I got some Bosemani rainbows. I got 2 males. This is an old fish too, and he's starting to waste away. But I have 2 males and 2 females. And I did a little breeding project recently, put them in a 10 gallon with a mop. I got 50 babies, but they're also cherry shrimp in that tank, guys. And I got 3 babies left out of the 50. I'm pretty sure that the shrimp ate the baby, so we won't do that again. So also the Bosemani, these are the ones I got from Imperial Tropicals. Check him out. He's glowing. He's so bright. They're called albino millenniums. That's a regular millennium right there, where they're red, but I love this color on these albinos. 2 of them I got. The really red ones I got from my local fish store. He imported them out of Florida, and the other 2 I got were from Imperial Tropicals. I did also get 2 females, but I think they were getting picked on for the amount of males, and they were a lot smaller. And they did end up dying, unfortunately. I also have the Kamakas, which I love. Love a Kamaka rainbow. Beautiful. I'm down to 2, unfortunately. They've been kind of aggressive towards each other. There's one, I think it's this guy over here, that's super aggressive to the other one. And I don't know what he did to the rest of them, but I did lose a couple. But check out the millenniums too. I got these from Imperial Tropicals. The red ones. Beautiful. Look at them. They want attention. This big one I've had for a couple years, and I finally pulled the trigger and got a group of them, because you can't find them like locally, especially right now, guys. I don't know if y'all are struggling with the same stuff I'm dealing with, but there's not a lot of fish in the fish stores, so I've been ordering the majority of my fish. Check out the Denison barbs or Roseline sharks. These guys are a couple years old, and they're about 5-6 inches. Beautiful fish. Love them. Always schooling around. Wouldn't mind doing a tank full of them. But even these are marked up everywhere. I mean, they're expensive fish regardless. It's usually like $18, and they're real small when you get them. And they don't have the color like these guys do. But right now, I was at my local fish store. They're asking $40 for one. And I was like, come on, get out of here. But he says they're selling them, so that's surprising too. Alright, what else we got in here? So we got the Bosemanis, we got the albino millenniums, we got the millenniums, Kamakas, and oh, my one rogue, my buddy had a 10-gallon tank and he bought a dojo loach. And he's about 7 inches, maybe 8. Big boy, love him. Always out and about. Right there in front of him is my Bolivian ram, which is also beautiful. Very underrated ram. I like their personalities. Oh, there he goes. Pretty cool. Oh, and I have one pleco in here. Let's see if we can catch a glimpse of his tail, maybe. Yeah, there it is. You can see just the tip of his tail. It's a snowball pleco. He doesn't clean nothing. Oh, Bolivian's blocking him. But he doesn't clean. He doesn't come out. But it's cool when you see him every so often. $60 fish though, guys, and you don't ever see him. Sometimes it sucks. But yeah, let's check out how I got my intake set up too. So I got one intake in the corner with a sponge filter on it. And then right in the middle of one side of the tank, I have my outtake. And I got it pointing up right at the surface, so you get this beautiful surface vegetation. I mean, really good. Same thing on the other side, guys. And this thing, the hose is kind of crooked, but it'll straighten out eventually. And got the other intake in the corner with the aquarium co-op coarse filter, and then I got the same thing on the other side. I got it right in the middle pointing up, so we get that. I mean, the surface agitation is great. Everybody's like, it's too much flow, it's way too much for a 75 gallon. You're crazy. It's perfect amount. I'm loving this tank. I like the stand. New barn door. Let me see if I can. There it is. Yeah, check that out. Beautiful. Nothing, no FX6 on the outside. Plenty of space to walk around them. Love that barn door. Boom. Yeah, this is my 75 gallon rainbow tank. It's kind of a community tank. I mean, it's got the Denison barbs and the Dojo, the Bolivian, but majority of it is rainbows. And this is one of my favorite tanks. So the plants that I got in here are, I got some over here in the corners is oh, my brain just stopped working, guys. It's a sword, Amazon sword. And then I got a bunch of crypts. And check out this black stuff. I think it's a phosphate issue. I mean, I cut all the leaves off of the plant because it had this stuff all over, and everybody's like, oh, it'll come off with your fingers. Nah, it don't. And I don't know if it's a light issue, because you see how this one leaf is perfectly green on the shaded part, and then on the exposed part it's only brown. So I don't know if my light's too intense. I got the night crew on this tank, and some people told me it was a phosphate issue though, and I'm thinking about getting some Sea Chem Flourish phosphate, but probably within the next few months I'm changing out the gravel to stratum, which I love. I mean, it's black, makes the plants pop, makes the fish pop, and plants do really, really well. And I just switched my 55 gallon this weekend to stratum, and I think it's gonna probably take at least 7 or 8 bags in this tank. I don't like a real thin gravel either. I want it thick, so when I plant it, I can plant them deep. But yeah, this is my 75 gallon, part 1 of my upgrades since Black Friday. I'm loving this tank. I hope you guys are enjoying. What else? I think that's about it, guys. If you have any questions or comments, I got the pleco caves. You can see those over here. I know there's only one pleco in there, but I try to give him a different hiding place to get him out of that wood, but that's just his happy spot, so that's where he stays. Alright, guys. Check back with me on my next one. Peace.